New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
Live from a secure concrete bunker somewhere in Ohio, New Thought Media Network presents Pastor Michael Mangus with Friday's Fireside Chat, spiritual conversation for today. Here he is from the secret radio room, surrounded by thousands of watts, Pastor Michael Mangus.
Well, and a very pleasant Friday evening to you, the 20th day of March. Happy spring to everyone. Oh, you're asking me, well, look outside. We'll talk about that in a moment. Well, hi there. Welcome. This is the Friday Evening Fireside Chat here on your New Thought Media Network. I am the Reverend Michael Mangus, and I am broadcasting this evening from the super secret radio room inside the extremely well-protected concrete bunker somewhere around Akron, Ohio, that Reverend Jeff says that he has found, but he is not, because only one person knows where it's at, and that is Diego Reyes, who's up in Oregon. Everyone else, especially Reverend Jeff and the individual that I call Rev Doc, and also Reverend Jeff calls the Reverend Dr. Robert Brzezinski, Rev Doc. He especially does not know where the top secret bunker is located. And after this week, I'm glad he doesn't. Well, hi there. It's like, what did Michael do this week? We do have a wonderful show for you tonight. So again, please feel free to interact with us by posting your comment either on Facebook or on YouTube. And again, all my shy people out there, I know you're out there. Go ahead and write me. pastormichaelmangus@gmail.com, pastormichaelmangus@gmail.com. Let me know if you are where you are viewing the program from and what topics that you would like us to discuss here. So the purpose of us getting together is kind of an informal chat. You know, we grab our beverage of choice. Mine tonight is coffee. We sit around the fire and we talk about issues from a contemporary spiritual viewpoint. And again, the views and opinions expressed are those of myself and Jeff, not those of New Thought Media Network, the staff, the management, our advertisers, or anyone else. It's okay to disagree. It really is. And that we try to present the news in a way that is somewhat humorous. However, that we still want individuals to be informed on what is going on in the world. So, once again, by popular demand, he is not very happy with me because I woke him up from his afternoon beauty nap. The Reverend Jeff Radcliff.
If only you could hear the names I've called you.
What? Hold it. Let me hold it. You set some things in the private chat here.
Yeah.
It says your audio and video are out of sync and your video is fuzzy.
Mm-hmm.
Is it that way now?
Yes.
Still?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can understand you, so.
I mean, you know, you're like you're a hot mess anyway, but But yeah, you need to fix yourself, dude. I mean, seriously.
What? What did I do?
You're out of sync, man. Get your shit together.
I don't see myself out of sync. All right. So the
I don't know.
technical director.
Let's go to the comments. Tim's there. Hey, Tim.
Hey, Tim.
Tell me, is he out of sync? Is his video?
Now he's going to say that I'm out of sync anyhow.
Well, yeah. Just let him answer the question. Oh my God.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, again,
here we are with the Fireside Chat, and I don't have a beverage because you woke me up. You didn't call me soon enough so I could go in there and grab a cup of tea or.
Hold on, here's Tim. He said, yes. Now, what does that mean, Tim?
That means I said, is he out of sync and is he fuzzy? And Tim said, yes.
Okay. A bit. Well, anyhow.
Oh my God.
Hey, we're just going to have to roll with it tonight.
Oh, I can't look at you. I can't look at you.
Why?
Because you're out of sync, man. It's weird.
Okay.
It's like watching a Japanese monster movie.
Listen, everyone, we know why you're here this evening. It's certainly not for me.
No.
It is because that you are here this evening for Reverend Jeff's story of the week. However, this week, legal at New Thought Media Network was so hungover from St. Patrick's Day that Rev Doc gave them the rest of the week off. I mean, they came in on Wednesday morning dragging a lot of things.
Lit, man. They were like, they were still, I mean.
Well, they pounded a few back, and there was dancing on tables and other things.
Yeah, we had to put the candles out because we couldn't have open flames around them because they were just like.
So this week we have Ask Reverend Jeff Anything.
Oh my God, that opens up a whole can of worms, y'all.
Ask Reverend Jeff Anything. We have received a question.
Oh no.
From pastormichaelmangus at gmail.com. From a viewer.
We have viewers?
Two.
We have viewers?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And two people that I pay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and since you know everything.
Well, I don't know that, but.
I thought it would be a nice change of pace. Now.
Y'all know I cuss, right?
Rev Doc.
You ask question, you ask Reverend Jeff anything, you're liable to get anything. You just keep that in mind.
All right. So now Rev Doc this afternoon was extremely busy.
He was drunk too. He was still hungover.
No. He's been good. He has 90 days in. So
very cool.
Yeah. So, but he did spin the wheel of S for you.
Oh, okay.
How many F-bombs you're allowed to use?
That anyway.
What now?
Like I pay attention to that anyway.
Well, anyhow, it landed on 6.
Okay.
But if you need more than that,
I'm going to take
the Reverend Dr. Robert Brzezinski has given me the authority to give you 3 more.
Have you met me yet? Do you know me? I try to be good on this show. I swear I try to be good on this show, but sometimes I can't.
Well, happy spring to everyone here. Spring officially began today at 10:46 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, according to the U.S. Naval Observatory. Now, does that mean that they stare at their navel?
Don't make me slap you.
So it marks.
I'm not in the mood.
So it marks the spring equinox, or the astronomical start to spring. The spring equinox occurs when the Earth's axis is tilted neither towards nor away from the sun, resulting in equal daylight during the day and darkness at night. So that's 12 and 12.
Yeah.
So this is the official start of spring.
Unless you're in the southern hemisphere, and I have friends in Australia who are celebrating the first day of fall.
Right. That's right. They are. So a happy fall to them, because it's the same thing in the fall for them. And it's going to get very very cold for them. So because we switch seasons. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not out of the woods yet. On St. Patrick's Day on Tuesday, I was driving up, minding my own business towards Cleveland on I-271. The sun was shining, the pavement was dry until just before my exit on Cedar Road. The snow started to fall. So much so that I was blinded by the snow. So anyhow, I ended up at my appointment a half hour late. And then during the appointment, this thing came out of the sky there. That is a meteor around 6 feet in diameter that exploded over Ohio, creating a sonic boom that was heard for miles. It was the equivalent of 250 tons of TNT. It was pretty loud. All right. Now, luckily, the meteor broke into meteorites and didn't cause any damage. And if that wasn't enough, Bigfoot has been sighted here in northeastern Ohio. So here you go. Ohio's March Madness this month. We've had so far an asteroid explosion, a tornado, snow squalls, unconfirmed Bigfoot sightings, a wind chill.
Whoa. Stop. You skipped over Lake Erie, whatever that is. What is that?
That's a meteorological term that I have no idea. So that's the reason I skipped over it.
Oh, okay.
But it's not very good. So 0 degrees wind chill, blowing dust storms, 80 plus mile per hour hurricane force winds, flash flooding, microbursts, earthquakes, random 75-degree sunny days, and severe thunderstorms. And this has all happened over a 2-week period.
Okay. So I looked it up real quick.
Okay.
It's a seiche.
Okay.
I've never heard of that.
I haven't either. I tried to look it up earlier and I couldn't find it. So
a temporary disturbance or oscillation in the water level of a lake or partially enclosed body of water, especially when caused by changes in atmospheric pressure. What?
That's why I stayed away from it. And I knew that you would bring it up.
Yeah. Okay. So, Wikipedia calls it a standing wave in an enclosed or partially enclosed body of water. I'd have to go down through here and read this. It's like a whole big article on this thing. I don't know. I don't give a shit. Let's move on.
All right. Well,
I'm sure Lake Erie cares, though. I mean, maybe.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what we're asking everyone to do is, because of the craziness, is please let us try to figure this out in Ohio. We're asking everyone here at the Spiritual Information Network to stay the hell away from Ohio for right now.
Or any other state that's red.
Oh, I think we're turning purple.
Oh, I hope so. I have more hope for you guys than I do for us here in Tennessee.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the news, I mean, there's so much in the news. So I didn't get to everything, but I got to a few. All right.
Well,
So
hit it, Trixie.
what now?
Hit it, Trixie.
Hit it, Trixie. All right.
Yeah.
You mean
Get to the news.
get to the news? You mean this?
Yeah.
And now, from the Sin Network, Spiritual Information Network, this is the news. If I knew what I was doing, I would really be dangerous, wouldn't I? We've received in some sad news today. Chuck Norris, longtime actor and martial artist, has died. His family announced on Friday he was 86 years old. The family said in a statement, "It's with heavy hearts that our family shares the sudden passing of our beloved Chuck Norris yesterday morning. While we would like to keep the circumstances private, please know that he was surrounded by his family and was at peace." Norris was hospitalized in Hawaii earlier this week after an undisclosed medical emergency, according to TMZ. Norris, who turned 86 on March 10th, posted an Instagram video on his birthday showing him sparring with a trainer. He went on to star in such blockbusters such as Breaker Breaker, A Force of One, The Octagon, An Eye for an Eye, Firewalker, Delta Force, Missing in Action 2, and all kinds of other movies. And his television career took off in 1993 with the debut of Walker, Texas Ranger, and his show ran for 8 full seasons on CBS. It's another earlier picture. So rest in peace, Chuck Norris, even though that you were extremely conservative.
Yeah.
And endorsed 47.
I remember watching Walker, Texas Ranger. I don't think I've ever seen any of his movies.
I have bits and pieces. I'm not too much of a movie fan, but I think there was a movie that he was in called Sidekicks, which is not mentioned in his bibliography.
Well, you can't mention everything.
Okay, well, I am. Okay. Let's go back to more serious news. All right. Here he is, the Donald. Trump has said, number 47, that the fight is militarily won and called allies cowards over the Strait of Hormuz. Now, President DT on Friday said that the fight to stop a nuclear-powered Iran is militarily won. Yeah, sure and right. While lashing out at NATO allies for not helping the U.S. and calling them cowards for not helping open up the Strait of Hormuz. Listen, when you, F around, you find out. When you go ahead and you tick off all of our allies, would you help? Or you're staying silent here. That's scary.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm just thinking about one of the newscasters that I saw a couple of days ago, who kind of sort of had a weird pronunciation for that geographical part of the world. And I'm like, did she say what I thought she said? And it invoked pictures in my mind of a heavily made up large animal with big antlers standing on a street corner trying to whistle down sailors. The way that she pronounced it. She said the Strait of Hormuz. And I'm like, oh, honey.
I would have loved to have been her news director.
Oh, I'm like, oh God, girl, you need to get off the air now.
Well, again, Trump went on.
That's a Reverend Jeff joke. That's not something that some newscaster needs to be doing. But there she was. I mean,
well, you're the one that brought up the horrors of Babylon.
Yeah, that's true. That's funny that it came out in relatively such a close time period.
Right. So again, Trump goes on. He wrote on Truth Social. He says, now that the fight is militarily won with very little danger for them, they complain about the high oil prices that they are forced to pay, but don't want to help up the Strait of Hormuz, a simple military maneuver that is the single reason for the high oil prices. So Trump added, he says, so easy for them to do with so little risk, cowards, and we will remember.
He's such a jerk. I'm sorry. He is an individualized expression of divinity who has chosen to express his divinity as an a-hole.
Well, lots of things happening here on the 21st day of the war. Energy prices, Brent crude, the global oil benchmark, rose early Friday to more than $110 a barrel. That's a lot. Goldman Sachs has warned that the energy prices will stay elevated and that a barrel of oil may cost more than $100 all the way through 2027. The average price for gas in the U.S. is up to $3.91 a gallon, up 93 cents since the beginning of the war.
About the price of a gallon of milk.
Everything is related to oil. Everything. We make a lot of our consumer goods from petrol. And what's going to happen here is that, guys, 93 cents is nothing here. It's we're looking at anywhere between $4 and $5 or $5 per gallon here, somewhere around there. Wartime funding.
We here in the United States have been pretty lucky, though, because our prices have stayed pretty low. The rest of the world pays outrageous. Their cost for gasoline is so much more than ours. Like in the UK, for instance, it's almost double. When you figure the exchange rate, it's almost double what we pay. So we have been very fortunate. So,
well, Trump said that he may seek $200 billion in new Pentagon funding, calling it a small price to pay to equip the military. His administration also bypassed Congress to expedite the sale of billions of dollars worth of weapons for the UAE, the United Arab Emirates, and also Kuwait, as Gulf allies take the brunt of Iran's retaliation for the U.S. and Israeli military action. And also Trump says he's not deploying U.S. troops. Yeah, sure and right. When you have 5,000 of them, mostly Marines, going towards the Mideast. Trump says that, again, he's not deploying them. And when asked about Reuters reporting that his administration is considering sending thousands to the Mideast, he also added, though, if I were, I certainly wouldn't tell you, but I'm not putting troops on the ground.
Yeah, right. The only reason he's not doing that is because Barron is of ripe drafting age. Of course, they'd have to find another excuse for him because bone spurs are not an inherited condition. So either way, little Trumpy Jr. is not going to serve. He's not going to wear combat boots.
They'll find some way to get him out.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee it. And that, again, if this goes on very long, we may have family, friends, and relatives going to fight another war in another country.
Yeah, from the president that was so hot for a Nobel Peace Prize, who said that who campaigned on no forever wars. And what's he done? He's gone right out there and started one. This is gonna be another Vietnam. It's going to be another Afghanistan. We're not going to come out of this thing unscathed if it continues much longer.
Oh, let's see here. Now, Tim said CBS Radio Network will shut down in late May. Yes, Tim, absolutely. They're also cutting their staff at CBS News on television. Was it like 6 to 8%? It'll be interesting to see. I know that the ratings have gone down because the news isn't to be trusted anymore from CBS. It used to be.
That's Walter Cronkite.
Right. Well, one final story here before the break here, and I found this extremely interesting, and I almost forgot to put it in this week. Iran posted no imminent danger to our nation. Trump appointed intelligence official resigns over Iraq war or Iran war. A senior U.S. intelligence official appointed by President DT abruptly announced that he's stepping down from his post on Tuesday, citing misgivings about the administration's war with Iran. Joe Kent, who was on Tucker Carlson's program the other evening, who has been serving as the director of the National Counterterrorism Center, posted his resignation letter on X, contradicting the administration's basis for launching the war and imploring Trump to end it. Kent wrote in the letter, "I cannot in good conscience support the ongoing war in Iran. Iran posed no imminent threat to our nation, and it is clear that we started this war due to pressure from Israel and its powerful American lobby." Man, there is all kinds of fighting going on in the right wing right now. I mean, just, Tucker Carlson versus what they're calling the Zionists. And what is happening is that the people who support Israel, who support the government of Israel, they're being called Zionists. Now, many people in the right wing are saying, well, we support the government of Israel, however, that we disagree with the massacre of 40,000 Palestinians. We disagree with how this war is being waged. So it's interesting watching. I'm watching all kinds of stuff on the conservative end, and it's very entertaining. So everything is going, because it wasn't built on a good foundation, it's all crumbling away here. So I think what's going to happen here is that we're going to probably have an intensification in the war. especially over the summer. Hopefully that by that time they can start getting some cooler heads. In the meantime, individuals again are being asked to go register and vote, to go get an ID, not this crazy thing that they have currently in the Senate, which I don't think they voted on yet. I could be wrong on that. But we just need, again, to keep up the pressure on our government to get out of this war and also to put the focus back on America. Your comments, Reverend Jeff.
I don't have any. Everything you said, I agree with. I mean, I know, right? It's unprecedented. Somebody call the papers. This needs to be documented for history, for posterity.
Yeah, getting back to what Tim said about CBS Radio, I'm saddened by that. So what they're doing is they're completely cutting their radio news division. They're completely getting rid of it. So by May, no more CBS News on the radio.
That's something else.
Well, next, after the break.
Make it a long one. I have to do some things around here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which means you have to go to the restroom.
No, it means I have to turn on the lamp and on the other side of the couch because I don't feel adequately lit.
You should have been with legal.
I'm completely sober tonight, so yeah, there's that. And I've got to close the front door. I mean,
okay.
The door's standing wide open. It's pitch black outside now.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you go do that. And that we're coming back with Ask Reverend Jeff Anything.
Y'all are going to be sorry.
It's going to be fun. Well, hi there. Welcome. This is a Friday evening fireside chat here on your New Thought Media Network. I am Reverend Michael. Good to see everyone this evening. If you'd like to comment, please do so in either Facebook or YouTube. We do have a few announcements here. This Sunday, we have a great service online at Summit Center for Spiritual Living. If you go to that website, summitcsl.org, you will get more information on our wonderful Zoom service, which is at 7:30 Pacific time, 10:30 Eastern. It's a great balance of what I call the 3 M's: music, meditation, and message. And this Sunday, our special guest speaker will be our own spiritual director and practitioner emeritus, Diana Mangus. So go to summitcsl.org for more information on how to join our Zoom call. All right. So let's sell some soap here, and we will be right back. This is the Friday evening fireside chat here on your New Thought Media Network.
Please help us say thank you to all of our organizational sponsors, including the Hepperlin Foundation, Affiliated New Thought Network, International New Thought Alliance, Science of Mind Archives and Library Foundation, Center for Spiritual Living Denver, Center for Spiritual Living Midtown, New Thought Philadelphia, Center for Spiritual Living United Life, Sunshine Cathedral, Planned Happiness Institute, Summit Center for Spiritual Living, One Heart Retreats, Universal Joy Center, Unity Kitchener, Unity Spiritual Center Ottawa, Om Center for Spiritual Living, Satya Center, Begin Within Ministries, Center for Spiritual Living North Jersey, Unity of Savannah, and the Center for Spiritual Living Seattle, as well as all of our individual donors. On behalf of New Thought Media Network, thank you. And please like, share, and subscribe. New Thought Media Network. Come be you. Come expand your spiritual journey. Join us for Just the Talk. Sundays, 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Experience Unity Kitchener and Ottawa. Center for Spiritual Living Midtown. Center for Spiritual Living Denver. Unity of Garden Park. New Thought Philadelphia. The Sunshine Cathedral. Unity of Savannah. And the Ohm Center for Spiritual Living. Come unleash your spiritual potential with New Thought Media Network. New Thought Media Network proudly presents the Science of Mind Saturday Conversations. Learn more about the Science of Mind philosophy, faith, and way of life. Join our team of experts for a weekly deep dive discussion. Come study the science of mind, chapter by chapter, and resources from the Science of Mind archives. Plan to join us every Saturday, 9 a.m. Mountain Time. Only on the New Thought Media Network.
The views and opinions expressed by Pastor Michael Mangus are generally right. However, they are his own and do not reflect the views and opinions of New Thought Media Network, Centers for Spiritual Living, or any other person living or dead. As they say in the 12-Step Recovery Program, take what you like and leave the rest. Here again is Pastor Michael.
I am always right.
Except when you're wrong.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this week, because legal is still sleeping it off from St. Patty's Day, we have a very special segment here that I may be sorry that we've even...
Oh my goodness.
Ladies and gentlemen, this evening we are going to ask Reverend Jeff anything.
Help me, Lord.
And so the question that we have this week, it was from Tim, and I was at Media Professionals Group this week. And Tim said, why don't you discuss on the show or have Jeff do it? This question.
Tim threw me under the bus?
What? Yeah, well, no, he said he wanted you to answer it.
Oh, that's throwing me under the bus.
What is New Thought?
Wow, Tim. Damn, dude. Google is your friend, man.
Well, we mention it every week, though.
Yeah, I know. And most of our viewers are New Thought. I know that there are some who are not. New Thought is really, it's a very American spiritual tradition. It started here in the mid 1800s. Started with a man named Phineas Parkhurst Quimby, who was born in like 1802. And he had tuberculosis when he was younger and received a healing eventually. He was like in his 30s, I guess. But basically, he found that the mind, he was into mesmerism and hypnotism, and he found that the power of the mind could do a lot, amazing work, and so he went around, certain areas, and then other people just flocked to him to bring healing to them, because all he was doing was using his mental ability to know that they were completely perfect, whole, and complete. He wasn't trying to hypnotize them. He wasn't trying to, do anything to them at any way, shape, or form. He was changing his mind about what they were experiencing. And when he did that, they kind of locked in on that, kind of a mental type thing, and they were healed as well. Well, he had a student who came to him for healing. And later on, this is very controversial now that what we're getting into is Mary Baker Eddy, who founded the Christian Science movement. She kind of borrowed on his ideas. Unfortunately, she did not credit him with it. She made it sound like God gave these to her on her own.
Ripped off, stolen.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty much. Yeah, that, like I said, that's controversial. But she started the Christian Science movement, and they believe that everything around us is God, which New Thought people believe as well, because God is all there is. But she said that matter, the physical body, objects, things of that nature, are really illusions. And it's kind of hard to get. For me, I can't wrap my mind around that, because I look at that chair sitting over there across the room and I see a chair. I mean,
right.
And I know that it's God, because God is, like Ernest Holmes of The Science of Mind said, God is spirit, spirit is substance, and substance is supply. Well, supply is anything. It's not just money. It's your health, it's your happiness, it's your well-being, it's whatever. Plus, it's everything you see around you that's created. So that chair is God. I get that. But I can't, in good conscience, look at that chair and say that it's also an illusion, because it's not.
Well, let's read a little bit from what Wikipedia says. It says the New Thought movement, also called Higher Thought, is a religious movement that was formed here in the U.S. in the early 19th century. New Thought was seen by its adherents as succeeding ancient thought, accumulated wisdom and philosophy, variety of origins, such as ancient Greek, Roman, Egyptian, Chinese, Taoist, Hindu, and Buddhist. Now, the other thing that they did not put in there is Christian.
That's because at that time, Christianity didn't exist. Well, in the 19th century it did, but those ancient cultures, Christianity is only 2,000 years old.
Right, but
all those others go back a lot farther than that, and they've been collecting wisdom for a lot more millennia than Christianity has.
So basically, is that what New Thought, again, to answer Tim's question, New Thought is the kind of the coalescing of the great world traditions, the best of them. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that we teach in New Thought, again, is a personal relationship with the divine or God. Plus also that because that we are divine, we're not it, the transcendent, but we are the immanent. That because of that is that we have the same creative energies and powers of the universe. So so people say, well, how do you change your life? Well, you change your life not by saying a bunch of affirmations, but by aligning your thought to the God thought of you. And how do you do that? Well, you focus on the 7 aspects of spirit as taught by Judge Thomas Troward. Love, life, light, peace, power, beauty, joy, and I also like adding abundance, wisdom, and creativity. Mm-hmm. So there's a couple, there's general things that are common in all the New Thought denominations. There's probably how many? About like 6 major ones?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay,
plus there's Jewish thought, Jewish New Thought. There is Japanese New Thought, Seicho I can't remember how they say that. There are other
which was influenced heavily by Fenwick Holmes. That's Ernest Holmes' brother.
Right, exactly. So this is not new stuff. This is not new stuff. when I found out that there was a Jewish Jewish religious science, I was like floored. And I picked up a book. I can't remember the rabbi who wrote it, but he's I think he's passed now. But I mean, they're teaching the same stuff that we do. It's
Do you
just
know why Jewish science was founded?
What's that?
Do you know why Jewish science was founded?
Why was Jewish science founded?
Because that what they saw, what the group who went ahead and started to come up with Jewish science saw that many of their members were going to Christian science. So they had rabbis go ahead and take a look at the scriptures, and they said, this is nothing new here. We've been teaching this for a long time. But let me just say the four main beliefs of New Thought. First of all, is that there is God, or infinite intelligence, transcendent, which is supreme, universal, and everlasting. So there is the transcendent deity. Now, divinity.
Don't forget the omnis.
Omnipresent, omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent, and omniactive.
There you go.
Okay. Divinity dwells within each and every person, and that all people are spiritual beings. Now, the third principle is the highest spiritual principle is loving one another unconditionally and teaching and healing one another. So, as Paul said, that when everything goes all to the dust, love will remain. And also the fourth one is our mental states are carried forward into manifestation and become the experience in our daily living.
Now this is one of the places that trips people up, because I remember, oh my gosh, 40 years ago, after Shirley MacLaine came out with Out on a Limb, first the book and then the miniseries in the mid 80s, people were so afraid to say anything negative because they were afraid that was going to manifest into their experience. Now, we teach that your thoughts become your reality, but it's not every little thought that comes along the pike. Thoreau said that it was either Thoreau or it was Emerson, who said that you can't make a path without, you can make a trail without walking that path over and over and over again. And
right.
So that's where the creative power comes in. It's the belief system that you hold that you keep focusing on over and over every day that eventually will manifest into your reality.
And science is showing this through, it's called neuroplasticity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Whereas again, that a lot of times people say, well, how do I change my belief? Well, you change the belief and then you keep it changed.
Yeah.
And
that's simple. That's simple in you hear it, it's simple. Change your belief and keep it changed. It's not always easy because we have been so indoctrinated in negativity growing up and whatnot that we have to keep a constant like the psalmist said, set a watch before my lips, put a door in front of my mouth, God, so that I don't speak out stupid shit,
Yes. So yeah,
you have to keep, it's a process, it's a practice, and it's not always easy because we tend to forget.
Yes, we got to wrap this up. So again, Tim, I hope that answered your question.
I have so much more, Tim. We could have a class. Sign up for the class.
All right, we have time for one more story. And this is, well, we're not going to, we'll briefly mention about, do you believe what President Trump said in front of the Japanese prime minister?
Oh my God. that was so cringy. I was like, who's got balls that big to say something like that? Go ahead.
Well, no. What happened? What he said was, well, you Japanese have experience and surprise.
No. Start at the beginning. The
Go ahead.
Japanese reporter asked him the question about, why did he want to try to do this as a sneak attack type thing?
Right.
Okay, go.
And what the reply was is that, that you taking a look at the prime minister said, well, you Japanese know a little bit about surprise, with Pearl Harbor. Why would you go there?
Did you see the look on the prime minister's face when he said that?
Yeah,
she was sitting there nice and demure. She had a smile. All of a sudden, it was like, what the fuck did he say?
That's one. Okay,
Yep.
let me just put this up here.
Yes, man. Yeah.
Boy, that's the look of death.
Yeah, that's a Japanese evil eye right there.
Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know. It's boy. Yeah, folks, it's just again, we're keeping the high watch here in our country. Again, let not your heart be troubled.
Yeah.
It's probably going to get a little darker here before it gets lighter, but I guarantee that, again, if we keep up the work, not only in consciousness, but we also keep up the work by calling our Congress people and telling them we don't accept behavior like that. If Joe Biden or Barack Obama or Bill Clinton
Oh my God.
did anything close to that,
Can you imagine?
oh my goodness! I mean, the clutching of pearls here.
Oh my God, they'd be constipated for a month.
All right.
So
All right. So for our last story here, here's my man. There he is.
all right, love
All
that.
the way from Ohio, Ohio. That is Afro Man. Afro Man this week emerged victorious in the lemon pound cake defamation case. The rapper,
The what?
the lemon pound cake defamation case.
I'm not familiar.
Well, I'm going to inform you here.
Okay, thank you.
So Afro Man, who's from, it's called Adams County. It's a real small county. Maybe less than 30,000 people live in the county. It's right on the banks of the Ohio River. It's about, I would say it's about like 60 miles east of Cincinnati. That's the closest big town it is. But the rapper Afro Man did not defame 7 sheriff's deputies or invade their privacy when he put out a series of catchy, flamboyantly insulting music videos about them after they raided his home in 2022, an Adams County, Ohio jury ruled on Wednesday. In a 3-day trial that pitted 2 very differing notions of personal outrage against each other, Afro Man, whose legal name is Joseph Foreman, successfully argued that he had a First Amendment right to mock the deputies as a public figure, and that the over-the-top lyrics of his viral songs could not be reasonably taken as literal statements of the fact. Okay, so what happened is that while he was away at a gig, that Afro Man's home got raided in Adams County. Again,
What were they looking for? Why did they raid it?
They said that there was suspicion of narcotics, and also that he had a dungeon, and that he was holding people hostage. So,
I'm guessing that the dungeon was not there, the drugs were not there.
absolutely. So what they did was they kicked the door down. It wasn't just one door, it was 2 doors that they kicked into his kitchen. And what happened was that the cameras got footage of them breaking in. So what he did was, again, that, he called the sheriff's office up. He says, are you arresting me? He said, no, we didn't find anything. Then he asked him, he said, are you going to fix my door? They did $24,000 in damage to his front gate and also to his doors. So Afro Man said, you know what? I'm going to turn lemon into lemon pound cake. So the video showed one of the officers coming in and a heavyset individual staring at the lemon pound cake. And so that's how he got the lyrics for Lemon Pound Cake. He also did a variety of different songs, of which I'm not going to mention the songs here on the New Thought Media Network. But
Can I?
What?
Can I mention the names of the songs?
If you want to, go ahead.
I don't know what they are, though. But I would definitely tell you folks if I knew what they were.
Well, anyhow, so what happened was he produced a bunch of videos that were very
explicit.
I don't know, angry. I would say so. But again, that from watching several interviews of Afro Man and also learning about rap culture, that's what happens. They take real life and turn it into music. So what happened is that, again, they had a 3-day trial after 3 years, and that Afro Man was found not guilty. Cool. So check out that suit there. That was a custom-made U.S. flag suit. He had his hands in the way, but he also had a U.S. flag type tie. And then his shades, if you look into them, they look like United States flags.
And just before anybody wants to go out and replicate that outfit, that's technically illegal. It's against the flag code to wear clothing that looks like the flag. So,
Well, he didn't get chewed out about it in court, but he must have made quite a... Well, what he was saying is that it was in his First Amendment rights to go ahead and to use the video and to try to recoup some of the losses that he experienced during the raid.
Is he going to get anything?
No, the judge threw out the countersuit. So no, he's not going to get anything from the officers or Adams County, but that's from Ohio.
Yeah. Where can we find his videos?
If you could just go on to YouTube and type in Afro Man, you'll find them.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the lyrics. The Adams County sheriff kicked down my door. Then I heard the glass break. They found no kidnapping victims, just some lemon pound cake. He croons in the title track from the music video from 2022 that's had more than 3 million views on YouTube. So he's used this to resurrect his career.
Very cool.
Yeah, he was known for the song. He was known for the song back in 2000 of When I Get High.
Don't remember it.
You'll have to go online to see it, but
okay.
Yeah. So that's our good news story, our First Amendment, rights story.
Yeah. That's why we do this, folks, to let you know that no matter what kind of shit you see going on around you, there's still good stuff happening, because God, Spirit, the universe, whatever you want to call it, is still out there. It's operating in, through, and as each one of us. And as long as we continue on with the keeping the good fight, we will prevail.
Yeah. Tim said, thank you for the explanation. You should say the 4 core beliefs more often. Oh, we may, Tim. Yeah. I think we can do that. All right.
Take a definite more spiritual approach than we have been. We've been, we don't emphasize it enough, I don't think. But at the end of the show, we always let you know that we do this because we want you to realize that you have a voice, you have power, because you are a divine creation. And just keep up your work, your whatever your spiritual practice is. Continue to write your Congress people. Protest. There's another No Kings protest coming up in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
So not even a couple of weeks. It's like a week away. It's like the 28th. So it's like 8 days away.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep doing it, because that is how we topple authoritarian regimes, and we will be able to restore democracy to our country.
Yes, this is not about Democrat or Republican. This is about an authoritarian dictator thinking that he can do whatever he wants. And what it's doing is it's ruining the economy, ruining people's lives, and ruining our reputation in the world.
I've seen comments from right-wingers who keep talking about how they're winning. And I'm like, gas is up almost $1 from what it was this time last year.
Yep.
Grocery prices are through the roof. Other things are. It's just amazing, and it's like it's not even phasing them. So we know otherwise.
Well, again, I think that we're getting closer to what I believe is we need 66% of individuals. And I think we're getting some of this. And the reason I mentioned about the purple state here in Ohio is because that we are seeing, as you see in spring, the plants coming up. I think that we're having shoots of blue come up where people are saying enough is enough here. We got duped, and that we need to do something else here. So we're over time.
Yep, I know.
Like usual.
Yeah, Rev Doc's going to throw a fit, but you know what? Fuck him.
That's true.
I know, right? All right, folks, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And again, time for us to go. Thank you for joining us this evening. Let not your hearts be troubled. As I say many times, is that when going through the fire, you can either let it burn you or purify you. So let's let the fire of what is going on around us go ahead and point us within to do our meditation practices, to do our spiritual reading, to maybe attend a New Thought Center, whether it be online or whether it be in person. I know that, and I will extend the greetings to everyone in the audience. You're always welcomed. You're always welcome. If it says Unity or Centers for Spiritual Living or Divine Science, or if it's an independent church, please feel welcome to go, because even before you hit the door, that you are so loved. On behalf of all of us here at New Thought Media Network, I'm Reverend Michael. I'm going to wish you a very pleasant good night, and we will see you next week.
Thanks for joining us this evening for Friday's Fireside Chat with Pastor Michael Mangus. Join us again next week at 8 Eastern, 6 Mountain for more spiritual conversations for today. For more information and replays of past shows, please visit the New Thought Radio and Media Network's Facebook page. Until next week, may God bless you richly and abundantly.